Welcome back, everyone, to the DPB Podcast. I am your host, Orion Mondis, with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 60 for the week of October 10th, 2016.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast. It feels great to be back after our little 2-week break there from the 45th anniversary that was last weekend of the Magic Kingdom, and then the Fall 2016 Gathering pin trading event. So it was a busy week last week, lots of festivities going on, and later in the episode today for Disney Pin Chat, I'm going to talk about my experience from last weekend with the 45th and of course our pin event. So, before we get into the pin news this week, I want to jump back into the forums because the last episode we asked a question about Magic Kingdom 45th anniversary, and a few of you guys responded, so I just want to read those. We asked what was your favorite opening day attraction from 1971 that is still operating today, and I'll just run down through the list real quickly. We have Country Bear Jamboree, Dumbo, Jungle Cruise, Mad Tea Party, Peter Pan's Flight, the Prince Charming Regal Carousel, Swiss Family Treehouse, the Hall of Presidents, Haunted Mansion, Tomorrowland Speedway, the Railroad, Tiki Room, and It's a Small World. So I'll just read down through the ones who commented on the forum post. So we have Peter Pan. He said, Peter Pan's Flight, duh. We have Princess Lisa. She said, the Haunted Mansion. We have PinFan92, said the Haunted Mansion. And then Jamie Niles said, not only is the Haunted Mansion my favorite ride, it's my favorite place to be in the world to be. So looks like Haunted Mansion was the winner there. If I had to pick my favorite attraction from opening day, I'd probably say the Hall of Presidents. That's just a great attraction. I'm kidding. I would probably say either Haunted Mansion or I like Jungle Cruise a lot, and I also like Peter Pan. So actually Tiki Room too. But if I had to pick one, I guess the Haunted Mansion. All right, guys, let's head into pin news. So there's been a lot of pin news from the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to cover it all because it would just be insane. So I'm going to just kind of skim through and do the ones that were the most popular. So we're going to start off with Disney Studio Store Hollywood. They're over in California, their October 2016 pin releases, which actually one of the releases already happened. That was this past weekend, Saturday the 8th. They actually already had the Bow series pin release, which there's 3 different bows that released. Their limited edition of 400, retail price was $21.95, but the next pin release is going to be on October, what's the date? October 22nd at Studio Store. It's a spoon set. So they're really cool pins, actually. They're Nightmare Before Christmas spoons. So I'll have a picture up if you're watching on YouTube. And retail price is $18.95, limited edition of 300. And we actually got a preview of these from the Pixar Party pin event. That's where I got the picture from. And there's also a Hocus Pocus and a Nightmare Before Christmas marquee pin releases as well. Those are limited edition of 300. Retail price is $16.95. And then there's also more October pin releases we got to see. Next is heading over to Disneyland Paris. And they actually got some new 2017 logo pins already, which is crazy to see. But they also got, besides 2017 pins, a new Christmas lanyard, a Nightmare Before Christmas pin, a pin from Up, and a Sorcerer Mickey pin. Also, like I said, a lot of 2017 pins. And the next pin trading night at Disneyland Paris is October 28th at Disney's Hotel New York. And then more pin news, or pin releases for October. We got to see a few exciting releases from Acme Archives at Hong Kong and the Hot Art store at Shanghai Disney Resort. Lots of new pins coming out. There's actually 2 new sets of limited release pins which stay tuned to later in the episode. We're going to talk more about those for the next week's comment question. And then also there's a new Golden Magic pin set that came out. It's called Golden Magic Classics. There's 5 pins in the set, the nice big circular pins, like if you came to our pin event, the Alice in Wonderland pins, exactly like those. And then this is really, really crazy, but they came out with a brand new limited edition of 50 super jumbo pin. This is called the Ice Palace. It has Anna looking up in the distance at the mountain and the Ice Palace, which it's a beautiful, beautiful pin. It's going to be released December 4th, 2016 by RSP only, and I think it's only going to be available at the Hot Art store, special pin events, and at Shanghai. But yeah, just limited edition of 50. And it comes with a framed and the certificate of authenticity, which is great. But the retail price on this is pretty crazy. It's definitely for the high-end pin collectors. It's $695 for that pin. But if you're a serious collector, that's a good one to have in your collection. All right, those are all of the October previews. So now let's jump into a couple other exciting pin releases that came out in the past 2 weeks. I want to hop back to the pin releases that are coming to the D23 event called Amazing Adventures. This is going to be at the Contemporary Resort in November, and I'm actually going to be there attending that event, and it's also the next Mickey's of Glendale pop-up shop, so there's going to be even more pin releases coming. But we got to see some of the exclusive pin releases for this D23 event. They're going to have a Jingle Cruise 12 Days of Christmas Mystery Pin Collection, which is exciting for me because I love Christmas and I also love the Jingle Cruise. So that's a really neat mystery collection. And then also there's going to be these new releases for SEA, okay? SEA, called Society of Explorers and Adventurers. They're like kind of like these crest pins. They're gold. Some look like they're bronze. So yeah, pretty unique releases there. I just wanted to mention those because whenever we posted about these, the blog post was pretty popular. So definitely keep an eye out at DisneyPinsBlog.com as more releases come for Mickey's of Glendale. I'm not sure how many other previews we're going to get until the actual day of the event, but whenever I'm there, I will definitely be posting them on the site whenever we get pictures. All right, let's head over to DisneyStore.com because a new pin set arrived this past week. The date was October 3rd. It was released. It's actually still available at DisneyStore.com. It's a Marvel pin set for Doctor Strange, and it's a limited edition of 1,000. Retail price is just $39.95 for the 2 pins. So that's $20 a pin for an LE1000 pin. Not too bad. And yeah, it includes Doctor Strange and Eye of Agamotto. I think I'm saying that correctly. And just have a gold finish on them, and of course come with Mickey icon pin backs. And that's just 2 per guest. So just wanted to mention that. Moving on, New York Comic Con was this past weekend. And of course, they got a few pin releases from Marvel. For those who follow along with New York Comic Con, and basically any Comic Con, they always get these Marvel pin releases. There were some last year at the 2015 event, and of course there were ones that were released out at the San Diego Comic Con this past year. So New York Comic Con got them. They released October 6th through the 9th, the weekend of New York, and there's different pin packs with Marvel characters, and I believe they're mystery pin packs. They're designed by the art of Scotty Young, and they feature Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, and more. And these were in booth 1354 if you attended. But of course, by the time this podcast goes up, the Comic-Con will already be over, so you'll have to get them on the secondary market or through trading. I'm sure they're on eBay. All right, moving on, let's talk about actually a unique pin release coming out for the new Kingdom Hearts game. So this is coming to, I believe, PlayStation 4 and Xbox. And if you pre-order Kingdom Hearts 2.8 the final chapter, you'll receive an official Disney pin trading pin. It's a collector's pin, and it's pretty cool. It has the Kingdom Hearts logo on it, and it has like Mickey kind of like hanging off the side. So I thought that was unique to see. You don't really see any limited or even pin releases for video games, which is unique, and it is limited edition. I don't know the exact edition size yet. We don't have too much information on this yet, but if you do pre-order the video game, I think it's only for PS4, the pre-order, yeah. It's releases January 24th, 2017. You can find more information at kingdomhearts.com. So I just wanted to mention that for any Kingdom Hearts video game players out there. Next, let's move on to some cast member pins. We had a preview of, actually this was already released, it's a new California Adventure Ariel pin. This is exclusively available for cast members at the Disneyland Resort. It features Ariel and Flounder, and below it says Disney California Adventure. I believe it's an open edition pin, and it's part of a theme park set. So there was actually 4 other releases in this set for Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, and Epcot at Walt Disney World. Those were released a few months ago, but the Ariel DCA pin was just released early October at Disneyland. So that was cool to see. Speaking of cast member pins, also there's a new mystery pin collection called What's My Name Villains Edition. You may recall a few months back, I think she might have been even last year at this point, but there was a What's My Name Princess pin set for cast members. But this one here features villains. The mystery set, or the mystery box, includes 2 randomly selected pins. There are a lot of different pins in the whole entire set, featuring Captain Hook, Evil Queen, Lady Tremaine, Jafar, Hades, Ursula, Maleficent, Queen of Hearts, Chernabog, Yasma, Oogie Boogie, and Cruella de Vil. So lots of pins there, and those are available on both coasts at Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort, only for cast members. Alright, let's hop over to Tokyo. So we're all over the place this week. We got Shanghai, we got Paris, we have America, and now we're in Tokyo. Just lots of pin releases from around the world, which is exciting to see. But new pins came out at Tokyo Disney Resort featuring Halloween. So the first one is a Trick or Treat pin set. This is exclusively for the Tokyo Disney Resort. It features Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse on the card, and it looks like they're trick-or-treating with their little pumpkin baskets, which is pretty cool there. And then there's another Halloween 2016 pin release at Tokyo Disney Sea. Features Mickey and Minnie once again dressed up in Halloween attire. And then there's one available at Tokyo Disneyland. Has the castle in the background, and it says Halloween 2016 at the bottom. It looks like they have glitter embellishments on them. Really colorful pins. So very cool. So I think that's going to do it for pin news. I kind of flew through that one pretty quickly. Of course, there's a lot more. You can visit all of the pin news at DisneyPinsBlog.com. But now, I want to hop into Disney Pin Chat. And today we are going to talk about the 45th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom and our pin event last weekend. So I just want to do a little recap of my experience. So last weekend we wanted to get to Magic Kingdom early for the 45th anniversary because we knew there were going to be a lot of exclusive merchandise releases. We also wanted to be there for the speech, like the ceremony, which was at 9:30. I didn't know the exact time, but we arrived. We got off the ferry at around 7:50 a.m. and the park opened at 8. And already at 7:50, the security line was crazy. So we didn't actually get into the park until a little after 8. The welcome show was already over at that point. So by the time we got in, the first thing we saw was the merchandise line, because all of the exclusive merchandise was available in the Emporium on Main Street. And the line wrapped from the beginning of the Emporium, like by the barber shop there, the whole way down to Casey's Corner, so the whole length of Main Street. So we were like, forget this, we don't want to wait. So we went and we went straight to the castle, and we got a nice spot in front of the castle for the ceremony, which was at 9:30. We watched the ceremony, it was pretty cool. I have a video up of that on YouTube, so you can check that out. It's the 45th anniversary vlog I did. So that was fun to see. That was very short, and then after that, the park was crowded, which I expected it to be. After that, we decided to try to go back to the merchandise line, and at that point, it was past Casey's Corner, almost into the hub, and I didn't want to wait really for that, because I know I talked to some people and the wait was about an hour and a half just to get the merchandise. So I was like, forget it. The only thing I really wanted was the Magic Band and the I Was There limited edition pin. So I didn't go. But then my friend Jen, who's also a blogger, you guys have probably met her before, she's a blogger at Disney Pins Blog. Her and her husband went and waited in line, and she said, you want anything? I was like, yes, try to get me the Magic Band and the pin. So like an hour and a half later, she pulled through and she got me the pin, which I was really excited about. So I was keeping that one for myself. And then she also got me the Magic Band. But a couple of days later, they said they sold out of everything. But I think they had like a couple shirts left maybe in the Vinylmation. So then I went back a couple of days later, and they had a whole pile of Magic Bands in the back. So they're still available, and now they're available on DisneyStore.com, so you can still get the 45th Magic Band. But the pin did in fact sell out by like 11:30 noonish on the day of. So it was only available for a few hours, and that was a limited edition of 3,000 pin. So yeah, so that was a fun day. Did a nice little vlog. Really enjoyed the 45th. So then on Sunday we had our pin event, which was October 2nd. This was our third pin event, benefit to Give Kids the World. And overall, I just want to thank everyone who came out. We really appreciate it. Overall, we had I think 132 guests. That was throughout the day. So people were coming and going. So that was really exciting. And then we were able to generate $1,621 for Give Kids the World, which was awesome. They were very thankful for that, and we were as well. So thank you everyone who came out. I think this was our best raffle to date. We had like 27 items, lots and lots of good stuff. Give Kids the World donated a lot of the items, and of course we did as well. So that was nice of them. Yeah, I think everyone enjoyed it. We had a welcome gift, which is this LED magnifying glass. It's up on the blog post. I don't know if you guys can see there, but it has the logo at the bottom, Disney Pins Blog logo and cruise planners. Then here's a little button here, and you press it and there's an LED light on the back. So this is great for if you came to the event. It's kind of dark in the venue, so we wanted to supply everyone with these to check the back of their pins and just make it easier for pin trading. And then all guests could take this home with them and use it, whenever at other pin events. So I thought that was really cool and handy for guests who came to the event. We also had, of course, the exclusive, I don't think I have them here, but they're back there, but the Alice in Wonderland pin release. We had the Caterpillar and Queen of Hearts limited edition of 300, exclusively available in America. And we had 150 of each and almost sold out. I think I was only left with like maybe 10 or so, which are in dpbstore.com now. If you want to still purchase them, you can. But yeah, it's the only place in America you can get them. The other 150, of course, are going to be released at the Shanghai Disney Resort store, the ACME store over there. So yeah, it was a great event. Really happy with the turnout, and just want to thank everyone who came out. Alright, so let's just end the podcast now. We want to end it with our comment question, our forum question. So earlier in the podcast we talked about the new ACME Shanghai pin releases that are coming out. There's a lot of cool ones. Limited release ones are my favorite. But yeah, I just want to get your feedback. So the question this week is, what is your favorite release coming to the Shanghai Disney Resort? Just the limited release ones. So there's 2 different pages. So there's 7 on one page and 7 on the other page. I'll show the pictures again. And then of course we'll post them in the forum thread. So just comment with your favorite, whatever whatever one you guys like. And yeah, just wanted to get some conversation going around these cool new pins coming to Shanghai. Also, wanted to mention we're running a promotion from now until the end of the year in the forums. So basically, If you are in the forums and you see on the side you have a points number, so basically anytime you comment on the website or post a thread or even buy something in our store, you get a point. So we want to run a little promotion around this. Basically, anyone who gets 50 points between now and the end of the year, December 31st, 2016, you will receive a free Disney Pins blog button, which is in our store. You can see what it looks like. And then if you earn 200 points, you will receive one of the coconut Disney Pins blog pins. They're very, very nice pins. So just want to run a little promotion for basically the last 2.5 months of the year. So yeah, good luck to everyone. All you have to do is, start some conversation in the forums or comment on the website to get points. So it's free to do. Alright guys, thank you for listening and watching. We really appreciate it and hope everyone has a great week. See ya.